Hey YouTube, Mike here again, another episode of MRC. Today I got something special for you. I've been hooked up with Banggood. They sent me this RC truck to sample and to post some videos for them on my YouTube channel. So here we go. We got a 1/12 scale monster truck, 2-wheel drive. Comes in the box here. It says here it's Xlinghong Toys, item 9115. Full proportional steering, monster truck, 2.4 gigahertz radio, ready to run, 42 kilometers rated out of the box. Just talks about some of the suspension and some of the stuff on the bottom. So we'll just cut this video here quick, and we'll come right back and we'll have this all unpacked and we'll go through what all comes in the box. Okay guys, so this thing was well packaged, taking the outer box off, and when they package it they actually put cardboard over top the clear plastic pane, and they of course wrapped this all in foam, so it was very securely shipped to me and no problems with the shipping whatsoever. I actually like how this is packaged here. It was all tie wrapped down. I've already cut them off, but it fits nicely in this little box here, and underneath was all the accessories that you get with it. So that's the truck, guys, and we'll come back to the truck and let's just go over quick with what was sent along. It comes with the, I would say, European style charger, and Banggood always comes through, and they threw a North American adapter inside the box free of charge, so we can charge this up here. It has a little weird configuration, this little brick charger. But it's for the battery that comes with it. Now this is a little different too. This is a Li-ion battery, 800 milliamp hours, but it's 9.6 volts. So in terms of LiPos, which I normally race and use, you get your 2-cell and 3-cell, and those work at 7.4 voltage and 11.1. So this kind of falls in between. So it's a little different in its scale there and scope. It's square, it's not necessarily long, it's not necessarily high. It comes with, I call this like the mini Tamiya connectors. Tamiya, depends how you say it, potato. So, yeah, so being the way it is like that, you're pretty much stuck with using the wall charger that comes with it, and it's rated to charge full charge in a little less than 2 hours. Also included is a little wrench for doing the wheel nuts, and that's nice of them to include that along, especially if it's your first RC. Also a tiny little Phillips screwdriver, and the radio is quite interesting. The screw comes off here. I'm not going to do that for you, but it takes 2 AA batteries, which is interesting because a lot of radios I've seen take at least 4, so we'll see how that works. Now this radio doesn't have any trims on the back. It just has on and off and right or left, and as you can see, they thought about this for beginners and people not sure which way it feels comfortable in their hands. So you just plug the turning wheel into it, and you can be right-handed. It's just a plastic, nothing high quality I would say, but very sufficient for what you want to do. And also if you're a left-handed person, and you can see it just doesn't fall out, it actually plugs in pretty good. And if you're a lefty, you can use it like this. So 2.4 gigahertz, so it'll be interesting to use that as I take it out for my test, on-road running test, and you'll see the video follow up after this one. So that covers all the little accessories. We have the instruction manual here, explains all the parts you get with it, and it just goes over all the different aspects of the RC. It's got all the parts and all the part numbers in case you need to order spare parts, and I'm sure Banggood, I've double checked a little bit, but a lot of the parts I thought that, you know, be useful to have as spares, so I found them on the website. So Banggood carries that, so that's a bonus. So you might want to just order a couple things in advance, but it's got the blow up exploded views and how to put it all together, and it's full English translation there, which is a bonus too. It's not Chinese translated. So the manual looks to be pretty good and quite well laid out. You know, it's I'd say, you know, 95% good English in it. So, and a lot of pictures you get their point across, you know what they're talking about. So let's move on to what we're all here for, is to see the truck. So you can see it's got big wheels. This is what you call 1/12 scale truck. I'm just going to show you a 1/16 scale truck. This is my ZD racing truck. So you can see how it compares. You know, it's quite a bit bigger. I also have a Traxxas Mini E-Revo here. So you can see maybe the body length is about the same, but this has also got a spoiler on. But the wheels and everything is much bigger, and I would say this is pretty big for a 16 scale RC too. So, but you get a feel for how big it is. So just start with the body real quick. It seems to be decent quality. It's got some flex to it, but I think it's durable enough that it will hold up to what you're gonna do with this. This thing's not crazy fast. I mean, 42 kilometers an hour is pretty good speed, but I don't think it's gonna be something that will wreck the body. And it's a pre-painted job. I already took the overspray film off. None of these are stickers. These are actually all part of the scheme for it, and it's very nice, and it's a little bit of reminiscent of a E-Revo from Traxxas. It also comes in blue, same scheme, just the blue highlights instead of the red. So definitely thumbs up on the buy. I think it looks pretty sharp. I didn't really have a choice. They just sent me a sample and I got the red one. So we take the cover off, and this is what you get. And you can see how it's all concealed, which is interesting, and I appreciate that. That looks like there's some real thought and design going on. We'll just take a quick look at the suspension. These aren't oil-filled shocks. As you can see, they're pretty bouncy. I'll talk about the wheels. The wheels are squishy. I don't think there's foam inside, but they feel like they're a good medium compound, and they're flexible, and I think just being the way they are going to act as a bit of a shock absorber themselves. Moving on from the tires, we'll just go in here and look at the suspension. The arms here are really thick, as you can hopefully see here in the video. There's quite a bit of strength and durability in these arms. I don't see these breaking very easily. Full ball bearings, as you can see, the wheels in the front are just spinning like crazy, which is a good sign. It's two-wheel drive, of course. It's got a brushed motor inside. It has a low voltage cutoff for the battery, so you could probably use a LiPo or Li-ion battery for this. It's got metal dog bone outdrives and here to power the back wheels. Just gonna go and just look at this. Everything is concealed here. You have these four cool little levers that pop open, and that allows you to release the center hatch, and that's how you put the battery in, and it has its wire for it, so the battery fits in nice and snug. As you can see is the on-off switch to turn the RC on and off. It can't be done with the cover on unless you cut a hole out with a Dremel. Also the antenna wire is in here. So, but the way this is, it's going to be very hard for any small stones or grit or anything to get in here and mess anything up. Just one note, the servo here is a 5-wire servo. I'm not sure why they went with that, but that's what they chose to do. So it's non-standard if you want to do that, and it plugs into the chassis, so I'm imagining the wiring goes underneath and over to the electronics. Either electronics are in here with the servo or they're in the back. I believe they're probably up here in the front, and it looks like the motor wires are coming along the front to the ESC. Underneath, it's pretty all one solid piece. You just have a couple Phillips screws that connect the motor mount, and into the front and rear bulkheads. So not many screws or anything underneath, and you can tell that it looks like this could be almost a four-wheel drive truck. It has the actual C-hubs and the outdrive ready for the front. So I wonder if they're going to re-release this truck as a four-wheel drive truck. So anyways, this is the 9115. You can find this on Banggood. Thanks for Banggood for sending this to me. I'm looking forward to doing this review. I'll do a running video. I'm going to take this out. I've already have to get the battery charged up, and looking forward to releasing that video, so be on the lookout for that. Thanks again, guys, for tuning in to Mike's RC Corner. I'm glad to do some RC truck reviews again. I got some other videos coming up soon, so be on the lookout for that. So thanks again for tuning in, guys, and we'll catch you again next time. Take care.